I woke up with a little bit of a stye on the inner corner of my eye. It's really small, so if you guys notice it at any point in the video, yeah, it's there, so I noticed it too. Yeah, it's really not noticeable. It does hurt though, and I definitely should stop touching it because that's not helping the issue. Okay, now you can definitely see the stye. You could have mistaken it as me just like being tired. It's pretty small. I didn't even say what we were doing today, which might be pretty obvious based on the title. I want to just have a very sweet day. Have a good little workout, make a good coffee. I want to put on a cute outfit. I want to go book shopping. I want to pick up some really good lunch. You know, I just want to have a very good, wholesome day. I want to take care of myself today, and I deserve to go buy a couple of books that I don't need. Before we get to the book shopping portion of this video, I need to get in a good workout because I feel like every day starts with moving your body. I wouldn't even call it a workout. We don't work out on this channel, we move our bodies. I need to put on a workout outfit. What am I going to wear today? I don't know. Lululemon, perhaps? And just a tried and true Nike bra. Maybe I'll do this gray one actually. Don't know the temperature at the moment. I'm just gonna put on, we're gonna put on just this little zip up. Socks. What socks? Oh, God. We are finally dressed and ready to go book shopping, but before we leave, I would like to thank AG1 for sponsoring this video. If you've never heard of AG1, AG1 is a foundational nutrition supplement that supports whole body health. I'm really trying to get into a routine of waking up and working out, and AG1 is a huge part of that health routine. You really can't beat the convenience factor of AG1 because you can get so many vitamins and minerals in like under 30 seconds, and it is such a simple thing that you can do for your health. I like taking AG1 on workout days like today because it replenishes my daily micronutrients. I've already been sick twice in 2024, if you can believe it, and so I'm really not interested in getting sick a third time. So one of my favorite benefits of AG1 is that it supports my immune system and my immune defense. Every scoop of AG1 contains vitamins and minerals optimized to support whole body health, including the gut, brain, and immune system. AG1 combines what you would normally get from multiple individual supplements into a simpler and more effective way to raise your baseline health while supporting daily performance and healthy aging. Many vitamins and minerals are hard for the body to process. AG1 makes it easy by carefully sourcing ingredients for absorption, potency, and nutrient density so you can get the most out of the nutrients you consume. AG1 also has these AG vitamin D3 plus K2 drops that work in tandem with my daily AG1 routine. These drops encourage healthy circulation, support normal functioning of the immune system, and help maintain bone density. You guys can head to the link in my description to get a free supply of the AG vitamin D3 plus K2 drops plus 5 AG1 travel packs with your first purchase of AG1.
You can also scan the QR code in the bottom left corner to redeem this offer.
Thank you to AG1 for sponsoring this video. That is literally so sweet of you guys, and I think we're ready to go book shopping. I have a few ideas in my head of like books that are on my radar, but I really just want to browse, you know, I just want to feel it out, maybe a few surprises. I don't know if we're gonna go crazy, but I definitely want to get a few. I'm trying to treat myself today. We're actually going to a Barnes and Noble, and I saw that there was one in like Studio City area, and so that's the one that we're going to. I feel like I just want like a really good suburby type Barnes, you know, like I want a big Barnes and Noble. I don't know how big it is, but I feel like it's going to be bigger than the one at the mall near me because that one's like kind of small. I'm gonna put on my shoes, gonna get my purse, probably some sunglasses because it is pretty sunny out today, and we are going to go to the bookstore. I'm so excited. Part of the reason I'm so excited to go to this Barnes & Noble is because it's in an old movie theater. A bookstore in an old movie theater, like is there anything more for me than that? I have lived in LA almost 4 years, so I'm actually really upset that I haven't been there before because I should have known about it by now, and I don't know why no one told me. Maybe it's just like common knowledge and I'm just like being silly, but I'm excited to go and see what we think. It definitely would look much cooler at night, all lit up, so that just means I'll have to come back at night. They replaced all of the movie posters with book covers, which was so funny, and there's still like the little ticketing booth. Okay, let's go in. The area like where you get popcorn at the movie theater is like where the cashier area is. Isn't that so cute? That's so fun. What a fun place to work. And I've been on this street so much, and I guess I just like wasn't registering that like this was a bookstore,
right?
You know? Yeah.
Well, it is because it's the name is on the marquee even though it's small, but because it's a historical landmark, they can't go, Barnes and Noble. But it's been a bookstore close to 40 years now.
Oh wow,
so
okay.
People have come in and said, I remember seeing this in Star Wars, or so it's kind of cool.
Oh wow. Studio City is really such a mecca because this is like the only place in LA where they have a Panera Bread. I don't know if that's the only Panera Bread in Los Angeles, but I feel like it might be. Or it's the only one like even remotely close, because I just don't feel like you ever see Panera Breads, and I feel like I looked it up one time before and like that was the only one. Anyways, Studio City really is, it has it going on. It has free parking, big Barnes and Noble and a movie theater, and a Panera Bread. Like what more could you want? And I do really want to go to Panera Bread, but I don't really want to pay for Panera Bread, and so for that reason I think I might go to Mendocino Farms because I do have a gift card there, so it's free. And then we're gonna go home and we're gonna do a book haul. Okay, I have my Mendocino Farms, which I'm not going to eat until I show you guys my books, even though I really want to. My book haul. I did end up spending $100. $100.72 to be exact. I guess that makes sense because 2 of them are hardbacks and 2 of them are paperbacks. I don't know which one I want to show you guys first. Maybe I'll start with the most obvious. At least I feel like this is the most obvious. The first book I got is Dolly Alderton's new book, Good Material. As soon as I saw that she came out with a new book, I knew that I wanted it. I love Dolly Alderton's other books. She's an author for me. I feel like I've said this before on this channel, but my favorite genre of book is just like a girl in her 20s that doesn't know what the fuck she's doing. I feel like that's pretty much all of Dolly's books, and I love it. I eat it up, and all of her books are also set in the UK, so I also really like that. The cover is also just like so fun and so cute. Anything she reads, I'm gonna eat. Not eat? Wait, what? Anything she reads, I'm gonna eat? Is that what I just said? I'm hungry. Anything she writes, I'm going to read. Don't even really know what it's about. I saw that she had a new book and I was like, I'm gonna buy that. Okay, this is actually really interesting. This is told from the point of view of the man. Oh. Because I feel like she always, okay, it's about a guy named Andy and Jen. They used to date, they stopped dating, and obviously he can't really get over it. I think he's trying to figure out like what went wrong. His stand-up career isn't taking off, and Andy clings to the idea of solving the puzzle of his ruined relationship. He's trying to figure out why their relationship didn't work because he's convinced that if he can figure that out, then like maybe they could get back together. And also in trying to figure that out, I guess he figures out kind of like her perspective on the whole situation, and I'm sure that her perspective is very different from how he sees it. I typically like reading from a woman's point of view because like I am a woman and I like always like to pretend like I'm the main character whenever I'm reading a book, which obviously is why my favorite genre of book is like a 20-something-year-old girl who doesn't know what she's doing, because that's me. Maybe it shifts to the girl's point of view at some point because it's seeming like her perspective on the breakup is what he's trying to figure out, but who knows? Really excited. Next book I got was Love and Other Words by Christina Lauren. I've read her other book, The Unhoneymooners. I just felt like it was a good, solid romance book. Cheesy in all the right places, okay? Because a romance book is going to be corny at times, but you want it to be corny in a way that like isn't like so cringy, if that makes sense. And I felt like The Unhoneymooners did that, so I really liked that book. And I think I saw this book on Goodreads, but it had a different cover. I added that book to my want to read list, and I wasn't even realizing it was by this author. And I saw this book, different cover, and I picked this one up, and then I put it down, and then I went to my Goodreads to see things that I had added to my want to read list. This book was on it, and it clicked. I was like, oh, okay, that's the same book, 2 different covers. Anyways, I just felt like it was fate. I had on my list that I wanted to get an Ali Hazelwood book today because I know booktubers, book talkers, that whole world, they really like Ali Hazelwood, and I've never read one of her books, and so I wanted to try one of those out today. There were 2 Ali Hazelwood books there, but they weren't either of the books that I had my eye on, so I ended up not getting an Ali Hazelwood book. I got this one for my romance selection instead, and also I just like this cover. It has a little log cabin on the front. My ideal situation is being in a cabin with a man, knitting, reading, drinking coffee, and this cover is kind of giving that. It's about a girl named Macy, very ambitious, keeps her head down, works hard, planning her wedding to an older, financially secure man. She runs into Elliot, her first and only love of her life. I'm already loving this. Lazy summers together in a house outside San Francisco, devouring books. That must be what this cabin is. Elliot will come to understand the truth behind Macy's decade-long silence. Kind of like old flame coming back. I love that. And they used to like reading books in a cabin together, and I'm assuming they're gonna go back to the cabin. This feels up my alley. I do need a love story in the woods. Next book. My second hardcover that I got is The Rachel Incident by Caroline O'Donoghue. It's about a girl named Rachel who's a student. She works at a bookstore. She meets James and they immediately get along. They become roommates and they just have a really good friendship that changes their lives forever. Rachel ends up falling in love with her professor. Okay, I'm kind of loving that, but her professor has other desires. Okay, so he's married. Maybe we have a little bit of a love triangle. We have a little bit of infidelity. That sounds salacious. This was kind of an impulse buy, and I really did judge this book by its cover. This is like a painting of the girl from the back. I really liked it. Last but not least, Acts of Desperation by Megan Nolan. Maybe it was someone on here in my comments, Instagram DMs, I don't know. Someone recommended this book to me at some point. So it's been on my like want to read list on my Goodreads for a while, and I saw it just like on the shelf and I was like, why does that book sound familiar? And then I picked it up and I think the synopsis sounds pretty good. This is about a girl who's 23. She's in love with love. I think she's in love with a guy that is much older than her. I don't know the age gap, but I'm getting the feeling that he's like much older than her, and it's just like not a good relationship. She really wants to win him over, really wants him to be in love with her, and he keeps emailing his ex. Not good. She's starting to give into secret, shameful cravings of her own. I don't know. Clearly she's obsessed with this man, really wants to be loved by him. I mean, the title literally says it. It's Acts of Desperation. She is desperately trying to fix this relationship that is not good for her. Again, very up my alley. I mean, all of these books are up my alley. There's a reason why I bought them, because I thought I would like them. And I will report back to you guys when I do eventually read them. They're obviously going to be on my bookshelf for a little while. I have other books that I also need to read. I have too many books on my bookshelf. That's just everyone. Everybody has too many books that they haven't read on their bookshelf, so that's not a unique issue. I'm really excited to read all of these. I feel like I'm gonna like them. One of the books that I wanted to get today that I was like really sad that I ended up not getting, the first book in the Magnolia Park series, and I know a lot of people are obsessed with Magnolia Parks, and they did have the first book, okay? They had it. But with all of my watching of booktubers, I have seen that the Magnolia Park series has like two different covers. They have these one covers that are like feet and shoes, and then they have these other covers that like honestly feel like so random and like artistic. They don't feel indicative of like what that series is about. It's a very like Gossip Girl set in London, toxic couple relationship. The shoe covers probably make more sense for the series. I haven't even read the series and it feels a little bit more fitting. I love the artistic covers. Specifically, I think it's like, I don't know which number book in this series it is, 3, 4, I have no clue. I'll put it on the screen. But I am specifically obsessed with the cover of this one book. All this to say, they had the first book in the series, but it was the cover with the shoes on it. And if I'm gonna read those books, I want the covers that I like. So I didn't buy it. I'm obsessed with those covers. It's honestly half the reason that I want to read the book. I don't know if I'll even like the series because I think it's a pretty polarizing series. I think people are either obsessed with the toxicity and like the whole Gossip Girl element and like rich lifestyle, whatever, or some people are like really not into it and are kind of like, okay, this is like really excessive. I don't know if I would like it, and I would like to find out for myself, but I would like the covers that I like. I knew it was gonna be the shoe covers. I was really just like holding out hope. But that's okay because I already got 4 books for $100, so I saved like 20 more bucks by not buying that book. That's it for the book haul. I am so hungry. That's good. I got the Impossible taco salad, which I've gotten a few times. It's not my like typical order, but it just sounded good for some reason.
I would do laundry all day before I even touched my bathroom. I hate cleaning my bathroom. I think it is the worst chore to ever exist. Specifically cleaning the shower. I'll clean a toilet. I'm more open to a toilet. Cleaning my shower, I hate it. I haven't made my bed yet. I've been kind of staring at that for a while. I actually don't mind making my bed. I think that that's also a fun chore, but I'm not letting myself. I have to clean my bathroom before I let myself make my bed. If I make that, it's because I'm putting off my bathroom longer than I need to. This vlog is a combination of me treating myself, but also just trying to better myself. Today can't be all fun. I treated myself to 4 books, okay? I got myself a nice lunch. I should also clean my bathroom. Treat yourself, but also push yourself. You know, I pushed myself to go to Runyon. Let's push ourselves to suck it up and clean our shower, which I don't even want to show you guys because it's not going to be pretty, okay? I'll put the camera at a distance. I'm not getting up close on that. That's disgusting. Oh, I also need to change a light bulb. This middle one is out. Woo, it's so bright. I should have a better organization of this. I love how much counter space I have, but then I kind of run a little bit wild. I need to actually fill this thing with soap. This is what I made at that pottery place where you like paint the pottery and then they fire it. I don't even know if I have soap to put in this, but eventually I need to do that. Right now we just have this soap thing, which is basically empty. Okay, the thing with over there is that that fridge no longer works. We will take that outside later, maybe in the morning. There's so much more room without that fridge. What am I gonna do with all of this space? I'm not organizing this. I cleaned the surfaces and that's enough, so I'm just gonna put that exactly back there. I feel like I need to like wipe some of the lids of these products because like they just get kind of gross. They just get kind of grimy. If anyone has any questions about every single liquid on this counter, you just let me know. I actually do use most of these, which is like really concerning or really great. I'm not sure which one. I normally put all of the serums that I use every day in that fridge and then it closes up, so like that's good, but now all of my serums are just gonna be like loose. Ooh, this bottle is like really sticky. What happened with this one? Okay, that's enough for the counter space. I'm pretty good about cleaning my toilet, but just in case, I am blurring this out. We really take for granted when we were little and our moms would just like clean our bathrooms for us. I would really like to say thank you to my mom who was just cleaning a bathroom that 4 children were using at once. I don't know how she survived that. Who's ready? There's this one corner of my shower that like collects water. The tiles over there, the grout on those tiles just like get grosser faster. So that's really the area that I have to focus on. I hate that one little corner. I've actually been rewatching Girls, which I have already done on this YouTube channel. I rewatched Girls and I talked about it in a video. I started it over again. After this, we're gonna make our bed and we're gonna reward ourselves with watching Girls, drinking some tangerine juice. I made that earlier, squeezed the tangerines and just put it in the fridge. I haven't had any of it yet, and so that's what I'm working towards.
I think that we should just go to the bar and start drinking heavily.
Really like Mimi Rose.
Oh, okay. All right. Thank you.
I'm not kidding, okay? I think she's a really special, unique, neat person, and my eyes have been totally open, and I wanted to let you know that and just say congratulations, and I just wanted to say that I get it. So now I'll get out of here before I make it bad again, but I just wanted to say that. And
Okay, thank you.
I really wish you guys could try this. I mean, I guess you can go buy tangerine juice wherever you are, or if you have tangerines, you can juice them. It's better than orange juice. I could never go back to orange juice. This is where I'm gonna leave you guys. I feel like we had a really great day together. So that is literally so sweet of you guys to hang out with me all day. You can follow me on Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, Letterboxd, and Twitter, which is now X. Those are all the places you can find me. And you can also subscribe to me on here. A lot of people don't know that you can do that. You can subscribe to me on here, and I think that would actually be really so sweet of you. And again, thank you to AG1 for sponsoring this video. I think with that, I think this is goodbye. Yeah, I think this is goodbye.